Alright, this is the lateral shift with floating heels. So what we're going to do is I'm going to stand in front of the wall, but we don't necessarily need it. I'll show you quickly without the wall, and then the wall's there just in case we need a bit of stability, because when we don't have balance during the exercise or don't have a good enough ability to balance, it might completely compromise the whole exercise in our movement. What we're basically going to do is we're going to stand a little bit wider than shoulder width with our feet facing forward, or maybe just a tiny bit out like that. You don't want them like this, okay? Then from here, we're going to just lift the heels off the ground maybe 1 to 2 centimeters. Not so much that we just fall forward, but just enough. And then what we're going to do is we're going to shift side to side, okay? And what we want to avoid when we shift side to side is that we just completely lose tension there, that we completely collapse in, okay, and just lose the heel on the ground, or that we don't shift the pelvis over and then rotate it much here. It might get a tiny bit, but we want to avoid shifting and rotating, because that means that we're not going to load through this mid-inner part of the foot like we should. So I'll show you. Here's the position. Knees bent, hips bent, heels just off the ground, coming over, loading into that foot. Feel that arch of my foot being smoked. And here on this side, same thing. Okay, here I want to roll out a little bit more, but I have to keep loaded through there. Come across, and then we come back across through here. Trying to keep, so even for me, just because it's a bit softer here, it's a bit of a challenge. Come across without rotating and without falling. So we can do that with just a light bit of balance here if we need, just with the fingertips on the wall, just to stay balanced.